The cause and how to heal erectile dysfunction. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh. Thanks for joining me for another video. This by far has been the number one question or topic that I've been talking about lately. So in today's video, let's unravel the surprising cause behind erectile dysfunction and what you can do to heal it. So of course, we're going to focus on three topics today. Number one, what is erectile dysfunction? Which if you're watching this video, I'm sure you know, but why does it impact you in the way that it does? Why is it so that you're aroused sometimes and not when you want to be? We're gonna dig in. Then number two is the cause behind erectile dysfunction. It is not what you think, and you're gonna have to follow me a couple steps deep to figure it out. Then of course, number three, what you can do about it today so that you can get back on track and get back to interactions and intimacy that you want and you deserve. So let's break it down. Number one, what are we dealing with when we deal with erectile dysfunction? Well, people think of erectile dysfunction as, I'm not able to have erections when I want to be with my partner. What people don't know is if you're getting a lot of erections when you are not supposed to be sexual, like for example, when you're at work, you are in fact also dealing with erectile dysfunction in the opposite direction. So I know a lot of people have been calling the office asking questions about that, which don't call the office. That's not a thing to do. What you can do is get into a consult with me and we can break down your specific situation. But this is how it goes, is that if you discovered pornography when you were young, your brain was taught to go toward sex to self-soothe and to feel good. It became the one tool in your toolbox to stabilize and regulate your mood, especially when you're stressed out or when you're bored. So the way that that falls out in your body is that often you'll have erections and you will think it's because you're sexual or it's your libido, but actually it's your brain and your body calling for stress reduction or for offsetting boredom. But that's not sex. That's mood regulation. Are you with me? Because we're unraveling here. So when you get an erection at an inappropriate time, it is likely your brain and body screaming at you to regulate your mood. So then if you're trying to be with your partner and you can't get an erection, that is a different reason. And it goes back to your pornography habit. Now, before I continue, I want to say that not all erectile dysfunction is because of a pornography habit. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is, if you watch pornography or if you have with any frequency, consistency, and especially intensity, then you have taught your brain, like a little puppy, to need super normal levels of stimulation to feel good. That reward center in your midbrain is used to firing on all cylinders at level 15 out of 1 out of 10. You're used to getting level 15 stimulation to feel good, mentally and physically in masturbation. So now you're trying to be with your partner and it's a level 9 experience. Your brain can't get to level 15 in the context of a healthy sexual relationship. They're just not the same. It's comparing apples to oranges. So now, let's say your brain loves apples, level 15, and now you have an orange. You can only get to level 9. And it's because you've inappropriately taught your brain to go to level 15 sexual stimulation to feel good, offset anxiety, and boredom. That is how erectile dysfunction falls out because of number two, the dysregulated brain pattern, the dysregulated use of electrical energy in your brain. So when you discovered porn a long time ago, the seeds of addiction were planted. And if you watered those seeds over time, what happened is your brain changed. It never developed fully in the way it would have if you hadn't discovered porn and masturbation. We know that. It's proven by science. So now you're using a brain pattern that is called dysregulated. An optimally regulated brain doesn't need to go to porn to self-soothe. It's learned how to self-regulate itself. One of the emotional intelligence pillars, self-regulation. If you're going to porn, then you do not have strong self-regulation skills. That's part of the recovery journey. Self-awareness, self-regulation, social awareness, social relationship management. Those are the pillars of emotional intelligence. That's what's necessary to, number 3, heal your brain from erectile dysfunction. Now, okay, I'm talking about your brain and this dysregulated brain pattern. How does that end up in erectile dysfunction in your body, right? So the way that happens is there's a cascading effect. When your brain is using the dysregulated pattern, I call it the pendulum effect. Your brain's using much too much extra fast speed, which creates anxiety, feelings of restlessness, the feeling that you need to be calmed down. Extra fast speed. I need to be calmed down. Also, at the other side of the pendulum, your brain's using a lot of extra slow speed. This is the speed of boredom or overwhelm. It's the speed that says, I need to be stimulated. So now if your brain is existing out here in the extremes of the pendulum effect, I need to be stimulated, I need to be calmed down, then you will consistently need that high level of stimulation to feel good. And this brain pattern changes the cascade effect of neurotransmitters, hormones, electrical energy throughout the body, blood flow, cellular function. All of those things have to do with erectile dysfunction. And yours, this dysregulated pattern, is associated with sexual performance because of pornography. So that is how the link gets made. That's why you have to leave porn behind to break that link in the first place. That's the unwiring. And then the rewiring of your brain is healing this dysregulated brain pattern and taking it from the extremes back to the middle for optimal performance, which, if you remember what I just said, you may never have experienced. That's why literally your full potential awaits when you leave porn behind, when you figure out how to stop masturbating and you heal your brain from erectile dysfunction. Really what it means is you will heal your brain to its full potential that you may have never experienced. That is the way to, quote unquote, cure erectile dysfunction. It's to go right to the root, go to your brain to heal your mind and body. Now, I need to share something else, is that the Mayo Clinic says that the #1 cause of erectile dysfunction is, in fact, a psychological problem. Now, I'm here to remind you, if you've seen my work on my other YouTube channel, Brain Rewire, I'm here to remind you that what is seemingly a psychological problem to most of the world, to me, is a neurological problem, because we know that all identified psychological problems have an identified neurological brain performance pattern. So basically, there's a brain performance pattern for anxiety. I already told you it, the too fast. There's a brain performance pattern for ADHD. It's the too slow. There's a brain performance pattern for concussion. It's speed knocked low, which results in a head injury. Emotional trauma is the same brain pattern, or similar at least. But there is an identifiable neurological problem for every psychological problem. So when the Mayo Clinic says that erectile dysfunction, the #1 reason, is psychological problems, you guessed it. Let's unravel that. The #1 reason for erectile dysfunction is neurophysiological, the way your brain is performing. So if the cause is neurophysiology, you know what I say, where the problem is, so is the solution. The solution is to heal your brain and your body will come back online. So how do you do that? #3 again, how you heal your brain is you get into my 90-day program. This is not a sales pitch. It's the solution. I've put it into the 90-day program. I teach you how to train your brain with technology, which that takes care of the pendulum effect, bringing it back to optimal for the first time ever. At the same time, we use mindfulness techniques, cognitive behavioral therapy techniques. We use a whole bunch of science-driven techniques to then take the work from brain training and extend it to your behavior. Now, I just had this conversation with one of my precious children. When you're regulated, you're able to feel your feelings, think a healthy thought, and go act on it. When you're dysregulated, we have to flip-flop that. We have to change your behaviors to get a new thought process so you can in fact feel your healthy feelings. That's what's flip-flopped in pornography addiction that creates erectile dysfunction. That is what we're going to switch back. So get into the 90-day program, learn all the strategies that you need to heal your brain, and use the brain training technology to do it for you. We have lessons dedicated to erectile dysfunction in the 90-day program to help you understand it and to help you know what to do specifically. It's not a one and done. I wish it was a pill, but it's not. Your brain's been dysregulated for a long time, which means there's a certain amount of time and energy and money that is likely going to have to be put at it to heal your brain back to better than ever. And if it feels good to you, I'd love to be part of that journey because I know I can help. Okay, I hope this helps you understand the cause and the way to heal erectile dysfunction. Get into the 90-day program. The link is at drtrishleigh.com, Why Porn Brain Recovery. And as always, control your brain or it'll control you.